We're here to relive memories of 1969, the last year we were in the house at 29 Carlton Drive, Akron, Ohio. Zip code 44312, but there was no zip code when we came here. It hadn't been in period of time where, because my grandmother lived in Florida, she split time back and forth. And at some point, somebody in the family gave her a turntable stereo and these giant speakers. They were like 4 feet tall. And I remember they were set up by the windows. And we were putting records on and just blasting the sound. But yeah, you could walk right up to the windows. We never opened them. But there was definitely a mantle here. And she had family photos on the mantle. And a black and white TV right there.
And the fake fireplace.
And the fake fireplace, yeah, I've got that in a picture somewhere. Then every Sunday she cooked. So all the children and the grandchildren would come over on Sunday and we had a big dining room table. And my Uncle Jim, who was 6'2" and 300 pounds, he anchored the table and he would, he would be holding court on this end of the table. So, and she had all her china in here, which this was all built. It's really nice. I don't recall that she decorated anything here. She had a chest of drawers right here, and she actually liked to burn incense. Have you ever smelled incense? Mm-hmm. She did. She liked it. I don't know if she grew up with it, and she set it right there. And she also had a cookie jar, and there were Christmas cookies in it, and we never ate them. And then one time, now they're old, they're months and months old, and we took a bite out of one out of the cookie jar, and it was pretty bad. we put it back in the jar. That was bad. And then this was her bedroom back here. So if I spent the night, we would be back here in the bed. And at my house, there were no windows where, like, as soon as the sun came up, it was beating down on you. That wasn't, but here when I came, I knew, boy, as soon as it got light, we were going to be in, it was time to get up. And then she had her dresser here with a great big mirror and all her makeup. And so she always stood there. Well, maybe she had like a little vanity, a bench. But this, and now where would her closet have been for her clothes? There's no closet on this, and see, she never went upstairs because the renter.
There is the 2 closets.
Oh, that's right, in the front door.
Yeah, walkway there, and the one is pretty big.
Is it?
Pretty
Okay,
big, yeah.
all right, we'll have to look at that. So, and she had a parakeet for a while, and the bird cage was right here, and it was on a stand. And then when he died or whatever, she never got another one. There was a garage. We played in the garage sometimes. And but the yard was never big enough really to throw a ball in or anything like that. And the kitchen. Well, the refrigerator was here, and the stove was here, refrigerator, stove, and then she had a table here, and we sat and played cards here, or she taught me how to drink tea. So we would have tea with milk and sugar, and she always sat next to the wall, and I was always across from her. And my dad owned a tavern. And so guys from the tire factories would come in, and they were all hunters and fishermen. They would bring in raccoons and skunks and possum and fish. And she had a big countertop because the sink was here, and she would spread out newspapers, and she would skin and clean all these animals, and then take the meat back so the men could cook it. She didn't mind doing that. I'll do it. She took it home. So this is foreign to me. I don't know.
The fridge and the stove are new.
Yeah.
I believe they were replaced 5 years ago.
Okay. And in the refrigerator, there's a brand of wine called Mogan David. I don't know if it's maybe a Jewish brand. and the bottle had a neck on it so you could like grab it. And so after the wine was empty, she'd fill it with fresh water, and then that would be our cold water out of the fridge. So yeah, it was in a Mogan David bottle. Yeah, we spent a lot of time. And then after she died, one of the pipes burst. And I remember, because my mom and dad were kind of the caretakers of the property until it got sold. And a pipe burst up there, and I remember we pulled in the driveway, and this window just had water gushing down. And we had to come in and call a plumber and get that taken care of. I just remember being spooked by seeing water in the windows. It's like, oh no, Graham's house. So, but she was Slovak, and my grandfather was Greek.
Okay.
And they got married in western Pennsylvania. And then they moved to Florida and Oklahoma and Alabama, and then they came to Akron, and he owned a tavern down by the tire shops. So, but they lived on Englewood Avenue in East Akron, and then after my grandfather died, then she moved here. So she was here from the mid-1950s till 1969.
Okay.
All right, well, there was a pool table downstairs. I bet it's not there.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and it was built in. It's like, boy, if you're going to take it out, you're going to have to do some demolition. All right, well, boy, that hasn't changed. We have a couple doorknobs like this from my wife's grandparents' house. I think these were considered the classy doorknobs in their day. And the ceiling hasn't changed. All right, downstairs we go. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. 3 steps. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, no. It doesn't look like it used to. Oh, my gosh. It was this small? Seriously? Oh, well, the pool table was right here. Right here. And Uncle Jimmy had boxes and boxes of magazines and sports, boxing and baseball and stuff, just stacked to the ceiling. And then there was a bench here, and you could sit on the bench. And then there was a wall here, and you could, and there was a bar. There was a portable bar. You had a little door, and you could get in behind the bar, or we would just leap over the bar. And there were these canters of blue water. It was dyed blue water. And we would pretend we were drinking the water. This is not what I was expecting. It was finished down here. It was sort of finished. And Uncle Jim, do you want to stop and start again?
No.
Oh. Uncle Jim had this area stacked with his stuff. I can remember we had to pull it all out and go through it, trunks and suitcases. And then over here, this was like a play area, and there were whiskey and beer signs all on the wall, because all the salesmen would bring in a sign, drink 7 Crown, or not 7 Crown, yeah, maybe it was 7 Crown whiskey. And so Graham hung up all the signs. And we have nobody. We got nothing. Okay, well, so obviously we tried to play here.
What's back there?
Well, back here is the bathroom. Did I grow this tall? Really?
I can't see
You
that.
can't make it. Oh. No, the bathroom's been torn out. There was a commode back here. It's gone. So you can't use the bathroom. So here she had a washer, and it was one of those old-fashioned wringers. So after you wash the clothes, you would feed it through the wringer, and then you could hang it up to dry. Golly, that washer had, who knows what it was. The washer was right here. Obviously, there were
Was this wall here?
tubs here. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because we went through here into like it was like a tunnel area, and there was a shower stall to the right. And at the end, against the wall, was the toilet facility. And I thought there was something to the left, but maybe it was just a wall.
Was that scrubbers there?
The tubs?
Yeah.
Tubs, and they may have been there.
They look
They
like
may
they're
have
from
been there.
1969.
They may have been there. And you got cobwebbies here.
Yeah.
Ah,
Were these the same washer and dryers that were here?
I don't think so. Oh, man. Well, but many an hour was spent here, and there was a hat, and it was just an old man's hat, and there was a character on TV called Charlie Weaver, and he was a comedian. The guy's real name was Cliff Arquette. Okay, you internet people, look him up. Cliff Arquette, Arquette. Cliff Arquette. His character was Charlie Weaver, and he had a mustache, and Charlie Weaver would just come out and do a routine on the Ed Sullivan Show and stuff. So when we found this hat, we said, hey, it looks like the guy Charlie Weaver on TV. So we would put on the Charlie Weaver hat, and then we would do skits here. Comet, it tastes like vomit, so get some Comet and vomit today. I mean, that was big stuff when we could invent a lyric and it rhymed. But we used to do the skits like right here. We would just act them out. There were a couple chairs, so you'd turn a chair upside down, or we'd dance with a chair, and then we had a fan. She had a fan down here, one of those great big portable Terry fan. And if you got right up close to it and you talk, you could make your voice do stupid things. So we would invent a TV commercial where you could do something with your voice. And so the cousins who came were Tom Deering and Stephanie Reddick and me, and then Becky Straw would come, and Donna Jean Straw. I don't remember Kathy and Dottie coming. They weren't quite old enough to come down and do the skits with us. Well, the basement looked a lot bigger to a tiny little kid in 1964, I'll tell you that. And the pool table is gone. The pool table had, if you go to an old pool hall, there's a string across the top, and each time you make a ball, if you were a gambler and you're counting points, you would pull one of the little markers along the clothesline, and that was how they kept score and kept track of stuff. And that was part of it. There were cues in the rack. Okay. There were cues in the balls. There was a wall here, and there was a rack. And when we were done with the balls, you put the balls back in the rack, and the chalk went on the bottom. Maybe the cue sticks went right here too. Marty might remember that. So we were here. We would shoot pool. We never abused the pool table, though. I mean, we took good care of it. And she would come down and play. Graham would come down and shoot with us. Cousin Tom, he liked the blue chalk, so he would get the blue chalk and put it on his nose. So then we'd call him Blue Nose the rest of the Sunday night. But okay, I have a story about the front door. Well, we'll quit here and I'll tell the story about the front door. These are the stairs to the second floor. And before we knew better, and the stairs were padded and had nice carpeting on them, and we would sit on the top stairs and then just like toboggan down with no toboggan. So it was just Rump City, boom, 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 boom. So, God, I can't imagine we would ever do that today, and I wouldn't let the kids do it, but we did it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice steps. All right, the upstairs was always rented by Grandma Mary, so this is all foreign territory to me. 4 bedrooms. This was the main bedroom, and the guy had model cars, and I was allowed to come up and borrow his model cars and bring them down and play with them, and then give them back. So that's good. Look at those doorknobs, though, baby. Man, that's classy there. Oh my goodness. All right, bedroom number 2. Well, that's not too bad. But it's just a bedroom. Yeah, got here? Oh, there we go, bathroom. Well, never met this place. Brand new experience here. Sorry. I got nothing. Oh my. Crash. Okay. We got nothing. I had no memories here. Nothing. Zero. Oh. Yep. And all right, maybe this goes out over the, and maybe not. Oh! You know what? Maybe we did do this like once. Maybe once we were allowed to come out and do this. Well, there you go. A panoramic view of Ellen. So the Harrises next door with Junior and Bobby, Mrs. Harris, and the Benders 2 doors down to the right, Mr. and Mrs. Bender. They were retired. My God, that means they'd be 130 years old now. But we didn't know any of the neighbors back there. We didn't know anyone. Okay. Come on back
Give
in.
me a
Raj! Come on back in. Okay. Yeah, we might have done that once. We'll have to see if Marty has a memory of that or not. But Graham was pretty strict, Graham. She wouldn't let us do anything dangerous. There we go. We're back in. All right, I got enough. Wrapping up now, and we're on the porch at 29 Carlton. This was our entertainment center. We had a swing, and Stephanie would push us on the swing, Larry on the right, Tom on the left. Stephanie, we kept the middle open for any guests. And then Stephanie would push us high enough where we could touch our feet to the roof of the porch. And that's how we knew she had gone to max speed level. Then she would walk under the swing, and we called that an underdo. So we'd say, come on, Steph, do an underdo, do an underdo. And so we would be right here, and up and back, and up and back. So, okay, grandkids, you've now experienced my life as a Pantages grandchild at 29 Carlton Drive.